I thought we'd do a quick video today. I'm going to show you how you can set a custom mouse cursor for when your mouse is over a panel. So the first thing we need to do is add a panel to our UI. And let's just give it a colour so that we can see it a bit more easily. Okay. And then we need a path. So this is an SVG path. I've shown this in a few other videos, but you can use the producer tool to convert an SVG into a path. And this works for icons. It's not for full color, full graphic images. It's just for icons, really. So I'm going to load in an icon that I've already converted. So I'll need a variable to put this in. So we'll call it SVG data. And this is going to be an array. And we put in the numbers that are provided by the tool in producer. So let me just copy that across from my other screen so that I've got all of that. Okay. And then I'll just paste that in here. So that's what it looks like, it's just a big long string of numbers. So that's our SVG data. And then we don't need to look at that again, so we can just go down a few lines. So then we need to actually create a path for this. So to do that, we need another variable. We'll just call it cursor. And that's going to be equal to content.createPath. And then we need to load our SVG data into this path. So we do cursor.loadFromData. And then pass in our SVG data array. And I'll hit F5. So now we've got a path called cursor, and it contains this SVG data. And this data I've got is from an icon from the Bootstrap icon collection. You can find that online. And it's like a hand icon. So you can see when I put my mouse over this panel, it's just an arrow. Wherever I put it, it's an arrow. So now we're going to get a reference to this panel. So right click on there, create script variable. And then we're going to call a function on this panel. So panel1.setMouseCursor. And we have to give it 3 parameters. So the first parameter we give it is our icon. So that's our cursor constant we've got here. The second parameter we're going to give it is the color we want for our mouse cursor. So let's make it, mine's currently black. Let's make this like, we can make it bright green. So we'll do colors.green. And then the last thing we have to give it is what's called the hit point, which is which part of the cursor you want to be used for clicking on things. So this is an array, and I just put 0.5 by 0.5, and that will give us just standard mouse cursor behavior. So now if I move my cursor across, you can see it's the same black arrow, but if I go across the panel, it now changes into a green hand. So that's really nice. Now what you can do, if you want to use this cursor throughout your entire instrument, you can make the panel full size, like the full size of your UI. So we'll do that. So now wherever you are on this UI, that's going to have that cursor. And if we had another control, let's say we had a button, and we hit compile, if I move my cursor across the button, you can see it changes back into an arrow. But if you want it to stay as this cursor, you need to put that button into the panel so it becomes a child of the panel. And then we hit compile again. And now, even when the cursor goes over the button, it still stays as the icon that I've set. So basically you just need to enclose your entire UI inside this panel. Or you can have different cursors for different panels if your UI is made up of different panels and that suits your style. Okay, I hope you found this useful. Please leave any questions or comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.